folks, you have now tuned in to my Haves and Have-Nots recap. Guys, be sure to subscribe if you have not yet done so. Also, be sure to share this video wherever you like to share videos. All right, and be sure to also give it that good old thumbs up, okay? Now, let's go ahead and get into this recap. So, as we know, Jim was kidnapped and all that, and he is able to, well, Candace let him go on the bus to go where he gotta go. But, you know, I don't know if y'all remember from last week, but I was saying, you know what's gonna happen to this man? He's gonna end up getting lost. And that's exactly what happened. So he got lost. Then he tried to reach out and talk to people that he see in the street, in the hood. And the dude is like, wait, hold up. You're Judge Cryer. You put my brother away. Like, he was ready to get at him. And luckily, there was an older lady that kind of helped him out, and she gave him a ride. At first, she was a little reluctant. She didn't really want to do it. She was asking him, like, why are you here? Are you high? Like, what's going on? Why are you in the hood? And then she eventually felt sympathy for him, even though he didn't even know the reason why, and she ended up driving him. But along the way, she tells him that she's so sorry about everything that happened, and he's like, what are you talking about? Like, what's going on? And she says how everybody's at his house, there is no press conference going on, and then she reveals to him that his daughter, his precious Amanda, is gone. So he was like, he didn't even want to believe it when she was telling him the information. So back at the house, the Cryer, Mrs. Cryer, she's in a freaking daze. She's just like, she's just like losing it. And Veronica, she told Celine to get Catherine some water. And Celine is like, I'm hurt too. Like, no, I'm not doing it. So Veronica's like, well, hold on. You're the help. Do you know who you are? And Celine looked at her like, B, I'm not doing nothing for you. Because Veronica's like, you work here. You have to do whatever I say. She's like, I don't work for you. And she pretended to get up, and then she sat down. Like, you can't tell me nothing. Wyatt, he was like lashing out and just acting really crazy, and he was just saying like little things here and there. And when he finally like breaks down or whatever, Jeffrey consoled him and kind of helped him out. And the way he was caressing like the back of his head, he was doing like one of those. And then he looked up and saw his mother look at him. She looked like she was disgusted. She was upset. She was mortified. You know, everything that you can think of that's negative is the way that her facial expression looked. So once that happened, he just kind of like looked at her, and he kept on doing it. Like, yeah, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, mama? And she was like, Jeffrey, why don't you just let Wyatt sit down? You know, trying to pretty much just get them away from each other, because she knows that her son is in love with Wyatt. And then she tries to get this Crystal girl, I think her name is Crystal, to go and be with Jeffrey. You know, all part of the facade. But David isn't having it. He just wants her to go home. He's like, I'll call her a cab. And Veronica's trying to put up a fight. Like, no, she needs to be here for him. He's like, who is she, first of all? Like, he don't even care about her. This don't got nothing to do with her. This is family matters. She's an outsider. And Veronica's just like trying to challenge him, like she needs to be here for Jeffrey. David's like, let's not do this right now. Let's not. So Celine, she was starting to act all irrational, and she was just like, she wants to leave now. She was throwing a tantrum like she was a little itty bitty kid. And Catherine she just had it. Like, she just exploded. Like, you know what? Just, if this would have been a cursing thing, they would have been saying all kind of F words. You know, that's what I was feeling. Because she was just like, get her out of here. She is vindictive and evil. Get her out of here. My lights are acting funny right now. But yeah, she was like, just get her out of here. And so the cops were just saying, and everyone was just kind of saying that she needs to be there because she needs to get questioned. And then Celine is like, she wants to get out of there. And then Catherine, she just ends up throwing a vase at Celine. She almost hit her. She was like, you see that? You see that? That's what she was telling the cops. And then after that, Wyatt is like, yes, you finally did something. Like, he's acting stupid now. He's been acting like an idiot the whole time. So when that happens, she slaps the crap out of him. I was like, yes. Catherine was not freaking playing. Like, I guess, your child just died. You're already dealing with your own emotions. You don't want to have to hear everybody else in their BS as well. I'm sorry about the lights, guys. I'm about to, like, turn it off because it's, like, doing stupidness right now. Yeah, so you don't want to deal with everyone in their BS acting stupid as well. So that's kind of why she just, like, had enough. And Wyatt and his drunken self was just, like, getting to her. And then he's still taunting her, like, yeah, do it again, Mom, do it again. And they just kind of, like, take him outside. Take him to another area. So Candace, she lies to Benny, and she tells Benny that she got a new job. She passed the bar. She's a lawyer now. She got an advance, and she's going to get $250,000 a year. Woo! That's a good lawyer, honey. So he's just, like, super excited for her because, last episode, she had all these expensive $20,000 dress and $6,000 shoes and all kinds of, see, and this is what I was telling you guys. People be acting stupid when they get a little bit of money. Like, people about to get their tax money and all that. They about to act crazy. And then by next month, they go back to poverty. And that's exactly what she's trying to do. I mean, you can't really spend $7.9 million just like that unless you're doing a whole bunch of foolishness buying cars and stuff like that. Or a whole bunch of dresses like she's doing. But, it would take a while. But, it's same type of scenario. People, they get a little bit of money when they come from nothing. They get something. And then it's poof, it's gone, because they don't have the right mentality for it. So anyways, when Jim, he finally gets to his house, he totally, like, breaks down. He talks to David, and he's like, is it true? Is it true? And he's like, yeah, it is true. So when he's outside with David, he tells David that this is all Candace's fault. And he's like, yo, come on, like, it's not the time for that. Just calm down. And he's like, nah. And he tells him he was kidnapped, he was extorted for $7.9 million, and he feels like he should have been there in the house to help his daughter, so she would not be committing suicide. It was funny because when he had first came into the house, Catherine lunged at him because she feels like it's his fault. Like, everybody's placing blame on somebody else. When at the end of the day, I mean, she did need to go to a hospital, so I could see where Catherine was coming from, because Catherine was like, I told you to commit her to a hospital, to admit her to, I guess, like a sane asylum or whatever it is, like a mental institution. And he was just saying that she's okay. He was kind of living in denial, kind of like how Candace has been living in denial as well, and not really seeing that Amanda actually had a problem or an issue. So, yeah, he said that he should have been there with his daughter in order to prevent this from happening. So I guess he's kind of, now he's blaming Candace for everything that's going on. So he's about to call war upon Candace because he's upset about this situation, and he feels like, I guess he's going to try to get his money back and everything else. I mean, I don't know why Candace would think that he would just sign away his life so easily. Although she does have the incriminating pictures, I don't know, it's going much deeper now. Now, this is like a whole different thing. And I don't know if she's going to realize, like, wow, this is going to get serious when she finds out that Amanda's gone. So then, towards the end of the episode, the police call everyone into the living room, and they say that the DA is on the way. And Veronica's like, why would the DA be coming? They don't come to these types of things for suicide. And it seems like it's more than that. And the police said, well, it's been ruled a homicide. This is not an accident. So, and it's not a suicide. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's turned up. And I'm wondering who could have killed her. Was it Wyatt on a drunken rage? Was it perhaps, Celine? Because she was upset because they're the little rich kids and her son was never able to have the entitlement that they have? Is that the reason why she wants to leave so badly? Or was it that homeboy, what's his name, Quincy? Perhaps, did he creep through the bed and try to have his way with her and then she didn't want to, and then, I don't know, I'm coming up with all these different scenarios, but I don't know. Now it's getting even more interesting. Way to throw a little monkey wrench into the whole storyline. Clever. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.